good whenever you are.
So Isaiah, you're learning a new position this fall. What's that been like for you so far?
Man, it's been awesome. It's been really cool to come up to the LB room, you know, be under Coach Danielson and be with all the guys in the LB room and everything like that. It's been an awesome experience. Actually, they've been doing a really good job with helping me, you know, just starting to fit in, adapt, especially in the playbook and just like going over the plays, formation, schemes, all the above. So yeah, it's been awesome.
How different is your role at weakside versus what you did at edge?
Right, so it's pretty different. I mean, it still has the same concepts, at least in the drops and the schemes of the blitzing patterns, right? But no, I definitely have a little more freedom to move, you know, use a little bit more of my athletic ability standing up instead of right there on the line.
So how was the idea? Who broached it? How did it happen?
Right.
We're going to put you at linebacker.
Right. So I remember I was actually sitting there, I was talking to a couple of leaders on the defense, and we were thinking just ways that, you know, we could use everybody in the defense as much as we can so we can have, you know, the best possible chance that we can, right? And so with that being said, we were talking about it and what positions that we can fill, yada, yada, and really it came down to, hey, let's talk about playing Will this year, you know? And so once the leaders, you know, I talked to D-Staff, Ab about it and everything. After a little while, a couple weeks, you know, we thought about it, and boom, next thing you know, it's the rest is history.
Why does this position fit you better, and are you enjoying it?
Right. No, I'm definitely enjoying it for sure. You know, it's actually been an awesome blessing being in that linebacker room with the guys, right? But I feel like this position change is going to help me use most of my athletic ability to full potential. You know, before just be on the line. Obviously, of course, I'm pass rushing. I'm doing what we got to do, right? But this time, at the linebacker, just standing there, you know, getting to see everything, getting my reads down, moving left to right. You know, that's what's different for me, for sure.
What's the most difficult thing about going into this position?
For sure. The most difficult thing is, you know, just really keep my head in the playbook, right? Because, you know, we call it defenses, different drops, different coverages, blitz patterns, all that, right? So it's a lot. It takes a lot of effort and time, extra time, but you know we gonna get it right regardless.
So you went to the coaches with the idea first,
right?
What was their initial reaction to
that? At first they didn't really. I don't believe that they thought about it, but they were accepting of it. They said that they'd think about it, and I believe that they thought really hard about it. And you know, it's awesome to see that they have the faith and, you know, the trust in me to come in a position and, you know, give as much impact as I possibly can to that linebacker room.
So was that Coach D that you talked to first? Or?
Yeah, so it was Coach D that I talked to.
And was that over the summer at some point?
It was actually towards the end of spring, I want to say, towards the end of spring.
So when was your first day playing linebacker?
My first day playing linebacker was, so I didn't start playing linebacker actually until the summer camp, where it was like our play around practices. That's when they threw me in, got to get a few reps out there, you know, get a little feel for it.
And your thoughts after one practice or what?
Man, this is awesome. But my first thought, man, this is a cool position. You know, this is something that I really want to work hard with.
So did you have any, did you and Tyree Jones talk at all? I mean, he switched positions, and he was telling us that he kind of went to the coaching staff too, like kind of like you did about linebacker. So did you guys, who was first, and did you guys have any conversations?
Yeah, you know, we haven't talked too much about it, right? I mean, he did chat to me about it because we were talking about, all right, well, like I said before, we want to switch position or see what we can do to help the defense, you know, as much as we can. And so after that conversation, it really just went in both directions. And, you know, now, hey, look at us switching up a little bit for the best, right?
You obviously have a lot of confidence in the pass rushers, or you wouldn't have volunteered to move back and utilize your skills in another position. Talk to us about those guys. Andy said Tarlis is leading the way in sacks so far in camp. Just how are these guys going to get after the quarterback in your opinion this year? Who's going to be doing it?
You know, I have faith in all the guys on the D-line. You know, when we talk about the guys from D-end, like nose tackle, D-tackle, all the way to like the stud, those guys can get after it for sure, you know. So with that being said, I feel like that also gave a little leeway for me to change positions, you know, especially like you said, having George there. He has been leading, you know, just going crazy with the pass rush, especially right now during fall camp and everything. It really said, you know, his impact on the defense right now. So with that being said, it's looking really good, man.
How is the group welcome you when you're coming in and potentially taking playing time away from some of those guys? Some places might not have worked out too well. The rest of the linebackers pretty open.
Right. So that's actually a good question, because initially when I first came in, they're super welcoming. You know, it was a linebacker group. Those are a group of really good guys. You know, they have a really high standard for that room, right? So whether you're a newcomer, whether you're an old guy, whether you're a freshman, everybody has to meet that standard, right? And the cool thing is that we all love each other so much that we're all going to bring each other up to that standard. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if you play, if you don't play, you know what I mean? It's just how the linebacker room is. So with that being said, it's been really good. It's been really good to me, you know, helping me here and there. I'm asking questions like nonstop, right? And they're always there answering the question for me. So it's been awesome. It's been really good.
Do you think this position switch will end up giving you more or less money?
Honestly, I'm not really too worried about it. I'm just trying to make as much of an impact as I can on the linebacker room. You know, wherever I can help, whatever I can do to help the defense, that's really like our goal, right? We just want to win the championship. We want to do the best we can on the defense side, especially. So like I said, I can help any way I can. That's the plan.
Can you give us a breakdown of what makes DJ so good, and then a breakdown of what makes Brandon Hawkins so effective?
Sure. So like Brandon, you know, he's been here for a while, right? So he has a really good understanding of the defense and everything. You know, he's super smart. He knows exactly where to be at the right place. You know, he can move well side to side. So that's, I feel like, his strength. You know, DJ, he's just relentless finisher. You know, he has a great understanding of the defense, how the schemes work, the blitz patterns, the dropping, the coverage, all that. So with that being said, and he just gets to the ball every time. You know, so he's a relentless finisher for sure as well.
Following this position switch, how much Leighton Vander Esch tape do you put on?
Oh man, it's funny that you say that, because literally this whole fall camp, every day when I go home, like I'll get on my phone or even on my TV, I'll throw on Leighton Vander Esch highlight film. You know, or like just any linebackers that I can find that are just dogs, right? Just trying to get that picture in my head and seeing what I want to do, how I want to play. You know? So.
I know that. I mean, that's a lofty comparison for any human, but I mean, you're a little longer. I mean, that was kind of what Leighton's strength was.
Right.
Like,
right.
Are there any similarities between his skill set and yours?
Yeah, you know, I feel like one thing that I try to take from his game is just how he moves, because he is such a big body at linebacker position. You know, it's really important to get your feet in the ground, you know, have a good base underneath you, and how you move and how you move fast and slow down. You know, all those things that have to do with this. So with that being said, you know, I just try to take how he moves in his game and put it into mine, if that makes sense.
Where does your game need the most work? I mean, position change. You probably didn't catch a lot on the jumps.
Man.
As an edge, now you have to do that in backer.
100%. You know, it's crazy because my prep from last year to this year is completely different. You know, it's when we talk about, like I said, different movements and everything, I'm working more on my side-to-side movements, you know, my reaction. I have to get there fast, get to the ball, right? A lot of things too that I've been trying to work on. It's been cool because the whole linebacker room is there with me when it comes to this. You know, we just go over like the plays, you know, the schemes, the coverages, and all that stuff. And they've been really good with that. So I feel like those are the things that I've been trying to work on the most for sure.
Did you have to change your body to be a linebacker? Did you weigh less than you did before? Or?
You know, no, actually, I weigh the same pretty much. I'm still actually trying to gain a little bit more weight. You know, just get my muscle mass up a little bit more, right? Just so I can sustain that for season. But no, really just been trying to keep my body healthy. You know, been in the training room every day, just rehabbing, you know, so.
Is there an added physicality that comes with moving the weak side linebacker? Because you're having to, you know, wade through more traffic, take on more lead blockers, things like that?
I would say it's the same amount of, you know, physicality and contact. It's just in a different way, right? Because when you're a stud, you're hitting alignment every single play, right? Like face to face. But as a linebacker, you know, I mean, you get to stand up and, you know, run to the ball, and that's a violent pursuit you take it, right? So you're gonna have blockers coming your way, you're hitting somebody. So you're hitting somebody every play, right? But it's just in different contexts, I guess.
How much coverage did you do as an edge?
So that's the thing. At stud especially, we'll drop quite often, for sure. Like, remember last year, we have different packages and everything, so there's different kind of drops. But I'd say definitely a good amount of time I'd be dropping. So I have that familiarity.
Did the blue turf get you today, or?
Oh, this is from our scrimmage. This little turf burn. Yeah, it did get me. But it's cool. We'll bounce back.
What happened on the scrimmage on that 10-play, 75-yard drive Coach Avalos was talking about? They took it to you pretty good that opening drive?
Right.
What happened? What they do?
No, it just comes down to eye control and communication. You know, it's winning the pre-snaps, and that's something that I really, stresses about, especially in our meetings, before practices, when we chat it up. It's just, that's where the explosives come from. When we're not talking, that's one thing that we're just really working on right now, getting right there in fall camp.
Does the offense look, I don't know if better is the right word, but do they look different than last year?
They're handling business. They've definitely been showing up every single day and giving us not only just a good look, but just the competition part of it. They've been out here competing like crazy. And so with that being said, we have to step our game up too, right? So
when you're lining up 11 on 11, it seems like there's sometimes when you're out with the first team or sometimes with DJ.
Mm-hmm.
What's the breakdown there, and where's the depth chart sitting right now?
Right, so we don't actually have like a set depth chart right now.
Sure.
Since it's fall camp especially, and like I said, I'm just moving positions and trying to get familiar with it, right? They're just throwing me into a circumstance I believe where I'm familiar with, to the level of competition, right, against Blues. And so me and DJ, we just kind of feeding off each other, sharing those reps right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
How excited are you for scrimmage number 2? And Coach Avalos says, that's a big scrimmage for you guys.
Big scrimmage, man. I can't wait. We were literally just sitting in the locker room talking about it, man. Like how we just want to come out tomorrow, have fun, but do the best we all possibly can, right? We really coming for something this year, and it started before fall camp even came upon us, right? And so with that being said, we just try to keep momentum, keep getting better.
What did you learn from scrimmage 1? Coach Avalos was saying, it was a moment where you guys have to be super critical.
Right.
Go work on things this week so you can clean it up by the second scrimmage. So how was that process going for you guys?
For sure, scrimmage 1, it was good. It was good to get back out there, have a little competition, get back in the flow, the game vibes and everything like that. Obviously, there's some rust that we got to kick off. It's the first scrimmage of fall camp, but after that, we saw what we did wrong. We've been fixing all the mistakes that we made this whole weekend, just keep getting better,
One quick one. Is Sam Vidlak going to be any type of resource on Beaver game weeks on that team last year, and he knows all those guys? So when you go to him and say, dude, what can you tell me about this position? I have their number. I got to go up against.
No kidding, huh? Honestly, I feel like the guys, like our GAs, do a good enough job with the scouting, but I might have to ask him about it.